Hey guys, this is Laura Bailey. I am here at Powerhouse Gym in Burbank, California with Bodybuilding.com. I've been featured in numerous fitness magazines. I'm also a psychology instructor. I've competed in approximately 32 shows and have won over half of them. Come along with me, you guys, as I show you more about my training, nutrition, and supplementation, and you get to know more about who I am. Before I actually started competing, I was a collegiate athlete. I ran track and cross country, specializing in the long jump and triple jump, hurdles, and the relays. I got full ride scholarship for track and academics. Pretty much after college, I kind of went through that transitional period. You're gaining weight, you're trying to get back in shape, and I decided to get a gym membership, and that came with some training sessions. And my trainer convinced me to go ahead and try to train for a competition. And so I did it, but the difficulty was not having the coaches there to push you every day to wake up and go to practice. I had to go to the gym on my own to meet my trainer. Probably one of the best things as a coach, because I was a collegiate athlete and I was mentored by other coaches, I had that ability to actually take the knowledge that I had acquired and help my students out and the athletes that I was working with. But it was nice because I would actually get out there during cross country and run with the girls and do the sprint work with the girls and do the starts and the jumps. So they were able to see, okay, my coach isn't just telling me to do this, she's actually doing it with me. And I think they had a lot of respect with the fact that I was doing the workouts with them, as intense as they were, and staying in shape as well. Actually, everything, in my opinion, everything I do is a competition. I can be at the grocery store and it's like, okay, I gotta be the first one to the line or something, but I'm always just driving to be the best. So even when I was coaching my girls on the track, when I would be out there running with them, if I didn't get the times that I had set for myself, you know, I was pushing myself, and if I pushed myself, that was pushing the girls. And when I finished coaching and went to the stage and started competing, it was the same thing, except you had to be more self-driven, more self-motivated, because you didn't have that person there with you all the time. But still, that competitive drive is just something that I've always had. Whether you're in the gym or on a track or in a sport, you see the beginning and you see the goal, you see the end result, and you neglect to see all the work that has to be done in between, and you don't see the intricacies of the day-to-day work that you have to do. I think it's more about looking at the long-term goals, but you also have to set several short-term goals, intermittent goals in between, to help you be encouraged and continue to get the motivation. Find a picture, find a goal, find a dress, find an event or something that you want to work toward. Surround yourself with a good support system. Document, journal, take pictures so you can see your transition and progress. Now I told you guys a little bit about myself, so let me show you a little bit about my beliefs and philosophies with my training program. I have to enjoy what I'm doing. I have to have fun. I have to like it. Essentially, I work out 5 days a week with weights, 6 days with cardio. So I'm working out Monday through Saturday with a lot of heavy resistance, a lot of plyometrics. So a typical week, on Mondays, I do legs. My leg routine takes about an hour, incorporates heavy weights, squats, a lot of plyometrics, and I also do about 30-45 minutes of cardio. Tuesdays are back and shoulders, and I'll also couple that with 30 minutes of cardio. For cardio, just a preference, I either prefer the stair mill or treadmill. On Wednesdays, I tend to do biceps, triceps, as well as 30 minutes of cardio. Thursday is chest, pretty light day because I'm a woman. So maybe 20 minutes of chest workout, and again, 30 minutes of cardio. Friday might be more back and or shoulders, cardio, and Saturday, if I do cardio, it's typically on the track. Sundays are off days, gotta have an off day. Sunday, off day means no gym. Sunday means no looking at the gym, no thinking about the gym. I still eat pretty clean, but I don't go into the gym at all. I've actually underestimated the importance of rest. It's definitely a necessity. I've seen people that go 7 days continuously and end up burning muscle. They don't understand why they're not progressing. But I mean, your body rebuilds itself and repairs when it's rested. So rest is definitely an essential part of working out and building muscle, just obtaining a better physique that a lot of people tend to underestimate. Most of it is sets and reps. I'll do circuits if I'm short on time, but that's rare. It's pretty standard, it's nothing fancy. So ladies, lift heavy, okay? Because it's gonna help you gain muscle mass, and the muscle mass in turn helps you burn more calories and more fat. With my cardio, I just like to do high intensity, 30-minute cardio, maybe 45 minutes. Every now and then, I might do the fat burning cardio, rarely though, but I typically like to do high intensity just because I don't like cardio. I like to get down and dirty and get it over with. Sometimes when I hit a plateau, honestly, I'll rest. I'll take a couple days off. I think maybe my body just is tired. Other times I might switch the days that I'm doing the workout, and I've also found that switching the order that I do the workouts in also makes a difference. For women, I'd probably say a couple things. If you can find a women's gym, women tend to feel more comfortable if there's not a lot of men around, or if they have a regular gym that has a women's area, that's a good option. I've seen other women in the past see somebody that's in shape and ask them if they're performing the exercise right. If they're in there and they see somebody that's pretty fit, I would encourage them, don't be afraid to ask. Most people are pretty willing to help. You can get on Body Space and check. They've got amazing workouts where you can actually type in your body type and you can see what type of workout, what type of goal you're trying to get, and it actually gives you a printout of all the exercises, type of food, nutrition, and the duration of your workout. So that's my overall approach and philosophy on how I do my training. If you want to get the whole program, check out the page below. Now let's move on to my nutrition. Okay, my overall approach to nutrition is the same with training. I have to enjoy what I eat, and I have to eat. Pretty much I do about 6 to 7 meals a day. I wake up pretty early, about 4:30, so if I'm getting up that early, I get about 7 meals in a day. Usually I'm doing every 3 hours, sometimes 2 if it's a smaller meal. Usually I tell people it's kind of like when you start a fire. It's putting the kindling on the flames because it's slower burning and it starts to burn hotter rather than just throwing a big log on there. So it's just like putting fuel in your system. Your body is constantly being fed and it allows your metabolism to continue burning rather than if you just eat once in the morning and once in the evening, your metabolism turns on and then stops. So the whole goal is to speed up your metabolism to help with burning the fat. By fueling your body with multiple small meals a day, it helps that process. I don't like to use the word diet. I know some people like it, some people don't. To me, you hear the word diet and you automatically think restriction. I like to tell people that it's more about finding the foods you like to enjoy, finding a way to make them healthy, and then you can eat as much of that as you can. So it's not about restriction, it's about eating more, but it's about eating better foods. Protein, I like ground turkey, chicken, I like all kinds of fish, tilapia, orange roughy, protein powder. Me personally, when I was working on bulking, I was doing about 1.5 to 2 grams per body weight, which is a whole lot of protein. But now I scaled back, so what I essentially do is just do 1 gram of protein per body pound, and that's how I do it. I don't believe in cutting carbs, that's just not my thing. I'm probably one of the few people that don't count my carbs as far as grams. I just know I'm gonna eat 3 or 4 servings of carbs. I measure it. I don't do it by weight. I just measure it by size pretty much. I'm a sweet potato junkie. I like sweet potato fries, Southern style potatoes, meaning it's just a red potato or a white potato that's sauteed. Oatmeal's good, brown rice is good. I pretty much eat the same year round. When I first started, I had a lot more building to do, so then it was more contingent upon whether I'm trying to prep for a show or lose weight or gain muscle. But now it's pretty much to the point where I can just tweak it minimally. My diet's pretty much the same now because I've adopted this lifestyle change for the past 3 or 4 years. I don't believe in cheat anything. I call them bliss meals. Cheat's got such a negative connotation, and I feel like it should be something you worked for, you earned it. I personally would do a cheat day, but it would turn into a free-for-all. So over the past couple of years, I've learned to basically scale it back and do a couple cheat meals. I think it's necessary because, like I said, I don't believe in restriction. You want to eat it, you've earned it. So those are my thoughts and beliefs on nutrition. Remember, without nutrition, you're setting yourself up for failure. If you want to know more about my nutrition plan, check out the page below. Now let's talk about supplementation. Supplements do just that. They supplement what you're not getting. As far as for performance, they're necessary because you're depleting a lot of your stores, so you need to replenish that with some type of supplement. My whole theory is less is more. I don't believe in taking everything you can get your hands on. So the things that I take daily are a multivitamin, and I take branched chain amino acids. Other things that I do take are beta-alanine, and I also take some type of whey protein. I tend to do protein more in the off season, and I'll be honest, sometimes I just don't feel like cooking. I'll do 4 protein shakes a day just because I'm being lazy. I have a couple that I mix. One of them has fewer carbs, one of them has more. I don't do it pre and post workout. I always do it for my 2nd meal and my 4th meal. That's just my preference. 3 supplements, I would say a good multivitamin. I would say vitamin B, and I would also say a high quality protein, because a lot of people get caught up in the size of the protein. They get 5 gallons for $15, but your body breaks that protein down. It doesn't break it down as effectively as it would a high quality protein. So I say do your research and get a good protein that helps meet the goal you're trying to achieve. Initially when I started training, I used to use a fat burner. More for the energy. I don't know, I have mixed feelings about fat burners. You sweat a lot, so it does create the thermogenic effect. I think after a while, your body trains itself and it tends to just stay at that metabolic rate. As far as the mass gainer, I do take pH buffered creatine in capsule form that help me with mass gaining. I think before, the whole misconception about supplements is that supplements are just for guys. And I mean, a vitamin A, vitamin B, C, all those are different types of supplements. We don't think of them like that. It's imperative for women to take supplements because in working out, we're deficient in certain areas, and that's the only way we're gonna get those areas restored by taking the supplements. I think they definitely have helped me reach my goals faster. Just the energy, the recovery time, all that is enhanced with the supplements. Actually, I've tried to work out for short periods of time without the supplements, and you can do it. It just, you have to work twice as hard to get through the workout. To get my full training, nutrition, and supplement program, check out the page below. If you want to find out more information about me, about my diet, about my nutrition, and about my training, check out my body space profile at Jumper11. And for more information and content like this, check out Bodybuilding.com.